righteous. They real. They down to something. Flow so deep, you drown the motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah? Bro, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus when they believe, hard for me to follow. No rank me, no head. And I ain't leaving this body to live and sleep in hollow. So when they ask I'm U.P.K, you tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing. Gotta execute me. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit, I be thinking. Watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart. And Alana, she's so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies. And they daddy far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about the shit I used to do in that 98 Navy. The tan leather seats. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was bitter. The lies are sweet. Tried everything. I guess me and YAHANNA had to meet. Now I make the blind see. And I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day that they lie with a man. They better bring me bloody band sheets. Chaos match the time. This Glock match my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take them out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check. 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. She called me 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ask why, tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I walk that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. The devils can't have me. Peace of loyal to the king. Bring the hot man, you be say loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I walk that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. The devils can't have me. Peace of loyal to the king. Bring the hot man, you be say loyal to the king. Any man give his life for Yahweh Shah Mashiach in Christ and fall up under that U.P.K banner is my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up, get back up, get back up. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take breath. My soldiers take breath till I'm stand down. Take breath. My soldiers take breath till I'm stand down. Take breath. Now this ain't no movement, this is takedown. We would not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour plays. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just send the prayer up to the Lord. I told him to let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked. Cause you made the truth. With a race to make merchandise out of my bills. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue. It's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round. Approaches better move slow. Attack dog for this truth. Nigga, cool zone. It's all about that warfare, boy. Get back up. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take breath. My soldiers take breath till I'm stand down. Take breath. my people die so you can miss me with that love talk. My U.P.K soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret what that means. Fall on his age. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. The only one west. Say what? The only one west. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up. I'm about to drop something heavy for. Go to grip, 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 go to grip. It's all about that warfare, boy. Get grip, get grip, get grip, back up, get grip, get grip, get grip, back up, get grip, get grip. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take grip, 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 take grip. My soldiers take grip till them stand down. Take grip, take grip, take grip, take grip, take grip. Take grip, take grip. My soldiers take grip till them stand down. We about to bombard their whole operation. Certified priests prophesied this my occupation. This shit outrageous. They done made the truth outside. That's why we on the corner crying aloud, looking hostile. These U.P.K style, they stop now. Find this warfare, couldn't last one round. Let the oppressed rise, and let the rich mourn till the sundown. Enough with this shit, I'm about to make it hot, call it compound. This for my niggas, put the guns in the drums down. Dwelling in peace in the Lord, call for the blood. Hey, try to decide my death and got beside yourself. Swore draw for what you perform. How you gon' hide yourself? Devil got to die for his lies and his dreams. Ain't got no love for them crackers. Nah, just cruel teach. And then my father's house is feeding mansions. I got plenty of bitch for me and bitches. This your death shit. I'm talking real slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter. That they do not rise. The fear of the world will lies. They die for your skin. You gon' die for your crime. That's right off into you. So warn for your life. Try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil's let the enemy feel. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah. Now they shook from vicious words out this handed book. About to take these rappers back to school. My flow standing hook. They crossed the line, ain't no coming back. You became no cowards. The only thing sweet is the honey check. Righteous is the Lord. Give me rest from my sorrow. And hand down death for them devils. There's no tomorrow. Why? Cause they violence leave a man a stiff corpse. You see a flag in the bench, I see horns in a pitchfork. Go ahead. So please believe it. The white man is a demon. And I ain't gon' go with him to free me. No, that man is still weak. They call him purple, that's why this knife till they broke like ceiling. You got this nigga on his knees. They wanna have peace. We're screaming, let this bitch burn at 1,000 degrees. I'm laying in the bosom of revenge. I told her I'd do anything she pleased as I squeeze on the double D's. What you mean? I'm talking real. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter. And they do not rise. The fear of the world will lies. They die for your skin. You gon' die for your crime. That's right off into you. So warn for your life. Try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil's let the enemy feel. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah.
The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black on. I can't really do shit because they got me handcuffed. I can't believe they did this. I'm fucking
ride. And fear the world with eyes. Ain't down for your skin. You gon' die for your pride. That's right, talking to you. So warn for your life. Try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devils that get in this bill. Slaughter. Because I'm willing to fight against drug dealers. If they Muslim, if they Christian, if they atheist, if they Buddhist, if they show black men, guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't going like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not doing drugs. My whole life trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed so bad, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I stroke. Now I'm setting fire. The prison man blues for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad nigga habit that's already turned from oppression. But like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes I follow what in the soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how did you excel? With them the breath of life, I'm believe you fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword, with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the many don't see it, separated from the tares. Now on my prayers and it's so big. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. U.P.K, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah. And it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Yeah, right, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils eating licks off. Fuck the bank, I'm about to store the pocket, take it off. Can't sweet talk, cannot stop. Plus I know the feds watch cause I tell the people in their church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison and stop violence. Meanwhile, U.P.K turning rebels into rock wallers. And leave with mighty men. And now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at the school room for a criminal. Knowing he ain't innocent, it's fucked up. But my boo shot, standing between two priests, about to blaze on their heads, call it tough love. Look out for niggas just clubs, and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side, cleaning punishment upon my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth, cause for a long time I was a rebel without a cause. Young man, first time I met Commander YAHANNA, man, in 3807. Rebel without a cause. My little daughter with me. Open the door, he was dropping the truth for me and all that. Rebel without a cause. Man, you know, through your time, we taking them out, taking that hand-to-hand combat. Rebel without a cause. It's the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth, cause for a long time I was a rebel without a cause. We're already there. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our body. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected.
Always sip on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding trap with my chrome. Always sip on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding trap with my chrome.
Nigga trying to eat while the police on family stealing from me. I'm on my own way to pray, but white Jesus can't save me. Get him away from me. I don't know what to say. So many niggas hate me. Get them away from me.
Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding trap with my chrome. Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding trap with my chrome.
Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my chrome. Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my chrome. Trying to keep it on the true side, nigga. Laying low to play it cool, nah, nigga. Ass niggas on the team, I've been known to get the green ever since I was 2'5", nigga. Coop hanging out the boot, nah, nigga. Cause I ain't stunting on them. Put my whole team on so they ain't want me. When niggas doing bad, you know that they be hating on you. Get the hoping that you bought it, waiting on it. Bullshit, get bread for the envy. Best friends get the looking like enemies. When you got it, it's bank account empty. Perfect recipe to bring out your team. Took it from a bird's eye view. Learn from everything I've been through. Some of every girl, if you ain't spitting life, you nigga never let it put a dick up in you. Cause if a nigga wrong, I'ma check that shit. And when you flip along, never flex that shit. Told my son, when you getting money, never take it to a baba, flip it over, did invest that shit. Give a lot of game, trying to bless my kid. Gotta keep it real, that's the best shit. Gotta hit us up to feel it back in Texas. When I get up on the track, yeah, I wreck shit.
Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding trap with my chrome. Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding trap with my chrome.
Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my chrome. Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my chrome. This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. For the white man, 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 for the white man. Think about his Spanish. Did a whole lot of damage. Shit was outlandish. Banks got branded. Split up all the families, then shipped across the Atlantic. So many died from the famine. Threw the dead bodies over 4 sharks, ate them like salmon. I know you can't stand it. I spit the truth, goddammit. Big business got managed, take it double back. Came to pick up all the blacks. Pimps beat up our back, we never got to relax. Pretend to turn the screaming, take it double back without a crack. The type of game that you play, hey, to keep it real, I ain't going for it. Beat a couple court cases, had a warrant for it. Told my mama if I ever did time, I'ma raise up the whole yard. Had my lawyer like, oh Lord, district attorney at it, more charges. No problem, ain't tripping, thumbing through the scriptures. Behind me said the Lord, with your boy, that's a small issue. Bounce back out the rebound. U.P.K got the heat now. Hey, to let me out the leash now, teaching in the streets now. I'm part of Lost Tribe South, but it started in the East now. Look, this for my people, this for my people. Yeah, this for my people, this for my people. This for my people, yeah, this for my people. For the white man, 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 for my people. This for my people, yeah, this for my people, this for my people, this for my people, yeah, this for my people. For the white man, 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 for the
He mad as hell about that swag, man. Need to read that nigga some scriptures. Read him a few scriptures on the swag, nigga. They ain't gonna know it's unclean. Yeah. No questions allowed. No questions allowed. Hey. I be sipping on my sorrow. I need a dick, but I can fuck with you tomorrow. Ain't no man and I can borrow. I'm spreading U.P.K. Tell them devils for my star. Try to rob me for my check, nigga. Man, I break them laws, you know that's stabbing, nigga. What if the Lord took you out your flesh, nigga? They come your way, probably shoot your last, nigga. I'm in the belly of the beast. I am all about my brother. Got the jelly with the wheat. Niggas know it ain't sweet, though. Like a piece of roll, you can feel the heat, though. Young Dooley that'll cause me skis, though. I'm sliding on them cold as a Minnesota winter. I survive it on them like the Eskimos. Yes, you know the natives be the brothers. Shout out to the Haitians, we above them. Because I be that nation, motherfucker. Every time I got them on, I got them hating, motherfucker. I don't put no products on. That's that devil wear. Every time you see me with that metal voice, arrows clip strong like electric chair. Niggas feeling fire. Niggas getting shot when I talk what they desire. But everything was prior. The prophecies is coming out. The niggas get to running when the trumpets get to drumming out. Why? I be sipping on my side. You fuck up with me today, but I can't fuck with you tomorrow. Pay no mind and I can borrow.
So we good to go?
Yeah, go.
Oh, let's let me see if I can find class. You can share the class. Yeah, put your phones on mute, then make sure y'all share the class. All right. Let me make sure, okay. Yeah, it's popping up now, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go that part. I used to have to go and find it, but it's just right here now. Okay. So like everybody online, man, if y'all watching, man, make sure y'all sharing the content. I'm trying to just share it real quick, just so the people, you know what I'm saying, who need to hear this can get it, man. You know, a lot of people, you know, watch online first, you know, they ain't ready to come in, you know, so you let them watch online. Let them go ahead and watch online, man, get it. I know you know, I was online learning at one point, and then I learned so much. I had, how you, okay. No, it's different now. It made me do like a watch party.
I still never do that watch party.
Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, my bad. Yeah, it made me do like a watch party. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it seemed like it's some kind of update that happened. All right. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get it, man. Okay, here we go. All right. Salaki, Shalom. YAHANNA, YAHAWASHAP, to all the brothers. Shalom, YAHAWASHAMAR, all the sisters. This is the I.S.U.P.K. out of 125th Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. All right, go ahead and clap it up for this truth, man. Get this thing going. You know, first and foremost, pay your tithes, man. 10% of any increase in earning that you receive, give to the man of the Lord. Go to I.S.U.P.K.com and hit that donate. We also got a Square Cash. I know General just said put it out there. I think it's I.S.U.P.K. Tides on the Square Cash app. You can go to I.S.U.P.K. Tides, you know, the little dollar sign, the little Square Cash. Dollar sign I.S.U.P.K. Tides. And go and support this truth, man, because y'all see us. We out here, we all over the earth doing this work, housing brothers and sisters all over the earth. You know, feed brothers and sisters all over the earth. You know what I mean? So we doing this work, so support this truth, all right? Because we ain't gonna stop regardless. You know what I'm saying? The Lord told us to do it, so we in it. All right, so you know, man, a lot of the, you know, we got this disgusting holiday coming up. You know, the day that, you know, You know, the closet homosexuals is happy tomorrow. They get to pop out the closet and wear the dressing says for Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Throwing some drag, throwing a wig. It says for Halloween, you know, the undercover hoes. All you brothers who got women as hoes, they get to dress like a stripper today. And we say it's for Halloween, they get to go outside and be as harsh and disgusting as they can be and blame it on Halloween. But actually, they just get to let that inner horror out today. All the sexual deviancy that they got and the desire, they get to come out today. Or tomorrow, I should say. Tomorrow, they're going to be out there just being as disgusting they can be, letting all their inner hoe come out. All their inner homosexual get to come out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, going to be a ton of brothers with dresses on, you know what I mean, dressing like Prince, because they got that inner homosexual just flaming to get out. Just, you know, this is their day that they could just purge on that homosexuality and whoredom. You know, they're gonna be out there, you know, like what, like I ain't never seen, like you, I mean, I seen a Woody costume. Somebody had on a Woody costume, but it was a stripper. The Woody stripper. Like, I was like, hey, so that's how you know, it's just about being, you know, being as naked as you can be, you know what I'm saying, for this day. You get to blame it on Halloween, blame it on, it's just for Halloween. I'm really not a hoe. I just want to dress like one today. Right. You know, I'm really not gay. I just put on this dress, you know, just for Halloween. Just, you know, it was a dare, you know, whatever. But you got to be careful because you know what our president is dressing like today? Our presidents, they're going to be out there dressing like the police, like the KKK, because they want to oppress you and get to shoot you and say, you know what I mean, or treat you horrible, grab you up, act like you're the police, pull you over, you know, to try to arrest you, do all manner of evil to you. That's what the oppressor want to do. The oppressor's going to be out there trying to do horrible things to the Lord's chosen people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives throughout the earth. All right? That's what they're going to be doing. It ain't about ghosts and goblins no more. It's about really being able to be the domestic terrorists, which the police are. Right. You know what I'm saying? They are domestically terrorizing us in every ghetto all over the earth. All right? So especially here in America. All right, so we're gonna get into, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of that. If you got any questions online, are we on YouTube still back up? Okay, most of our YouTube back up. So if you're on YouTube or on Facebook, you can type your questions in, any questions you may have, we'll get to them, today. All right. I want you to get let's go to Ephesians 5 and 11 real quick. Ephesians 5 and 11. All right. Because, you know, a lot of, you know, this Halloween thing is against the Lord. This is, you know, the law class is, you know, scripture breakdown together. So we're going to get into it. Celebrating Halloween is a sin and it's not of the Lord. And if you're doing it, you are being weak and disgusting and horrible. And you're going to look at tomorrow, you're going to see all the evil that's happened to our people in that one night. That one day, evil and murder and rape and robbery is going to be at, you know, it's so high because everybody gets to be that disgusting thing. They get to wear masks. Now they can be, you know, the stick-up man gets to walk a Jason mask and go rob people and molest people, the pedophiles, and you ain't know who they are because they got masks on, clown makeup. You know, they just get to run free today. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. So there's going to be a lot of evil and a lot of pain. A lot of people going to suffer. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them going to suffer in the name of, I was just doing it for the kids. You know what I mean? It was just for fun. We just going to the church to do it. And it's going to be all type of, man. You see how even the church and all they sexual deviants coming out. Right. You know, Pastor Willie done made it okay for everybody to come out the closet with their sexual deviants. All you seeing Pastor Wilson, Pastor Willie, Pastor Wilson, whatever his name is. Yeah, go to Pastor Willie. I like Wilson, Willie, same thing. He out there, you know what I'm saying? He got all the Christian pastors coming out the closet with their sexual deviances. They all up in the church talking about, I like women too. I've been wanting to have sex with all y'all look good. You know, I'm saying Pastor left and right, man. You know, but they getting exposed, man. They getting exposed for the sexual deviance that they are and the disgusting place that they are, man, lusting after brothers' wives, daughters, you know what I mean? It's a horrible, disgusting thing at Christian church, man. But you know, a lot of our people gotta learn the hard way. So go ahead and grab that scripture, brother.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Hold on, somebody, I missed one. Go back there one more time.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Have no fellowship with the unfruitful, I can't say that word, fruit, I always have a hard time saying fruit. But have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, okay? Nothing's gonna come out of this. You ain't supposed to be having no fellowship. We all know what the history of Halloween is, how it's celebrating, worshiping witchcraft and all, you know what I'm saying, manner of evil. We know that All Hallows Eve, you know what I mean? You can go look it up, everybody look it up at this point. We all understand what it is. That's why, you know, the churches, that's what they try to use to say they changing the name of it. They changing the name to, oh, it's just Harvest Day. Harvest Day is what some of the schools is trying to say now instead of Halloween. What else? I heard brother say, go ahead.
Superhero Day.
Superhero Day. Superhero Day is nothing to get you to, you know, to worship and partake in the rituals, but try to make it light. And we're going to get the scriptures on all that, how that's all evil and disgusting. We ain't supposed to be doing none of it, man. So read that again.
Okay. Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. Keep going.
But rather reprove them.
Rather do what?
Reprove them.
Rather reprove them. Look up the word reprove real quick for the people, man, so y'all can understand what this is talking about. All right? Rather reprove them. Don't sit up there and compromise your integrity. Talking about, oh, you know, I'm just doing it for the kids. You know, I want my kid to be left out. You know what I'm saying? You know what you are doing? You are teaching them to be followers. And when everybody is getting high, they ain't gonna be left out of that either. When everybody is selling vagina on the corners, your kid ain't gonna be left out of that either. You know, when everybody going to commit a robbery, your son ain't gonna be left out of that either. All because you are embracing them to be followers and not leaders, to serve man and not the Most High. The Lord tells us we ain't supposed to be fellowshipping with darkness. That's darkness. That's paganism. That ain't nothing that we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
All right. You got that definition? Read that.
Reprove. To criticize or correct someone, usually in a gentle way.
To do what?
To criticize.
To criticize. That's what we do. To criticize. That's what the first one. To criticize. You criticize. I know the thing, constructive criticism. We telling you, it's ridiculous for you to be teaching your kid all year round not to take candy from strangers. Don't talk to strangers. It's hypocritical. You teaching them all year, don't talk to strangers, don't take nothing from strangers. But this day, you are literally letting them go to strangers' houses and knocking on the door and asking for candy. What are you teaching them? Why they getting snatched up on the streets? All our kids getting abducted, all our little girls getting abducted. Why? Because somebody pulled up on them with some candy or with a toy or a puppy or something, and they think, oh, it's okay to talk to strangers if they're giving you candy. You know, if they're giving you, you know, something, some kind of gift or treat. What they call trick or treat. Yeah, if they're doing a trick, hey, look at this, I know magic. Now your kid ain't got abducted, you know what I'm saying, over a magic trick. You know what I mean? We supposed to criticize you about this. Thus says the Lord, man. Keep going.
Or correct someone usually in a gentle way.
Yeah, usually in a gentle way. But when this thing is life and death, because it's tomorrow. You know how many people are going to send their kids out tomorrow on, you know, usually called mischief night, right? Tonight is going to be, it starts tonight, really. On the Eve, they call, you know, Hallows Eve. You know what I'm saying? People going out, you know, snatching persons, TPing, you know, houses, throwing eggs, you know, right back in the day, it used to be people, you know what I'm saying, going to get raped. Like it used to be even more, but they try to make it pretty it up. Like, all right, we ain't gonna go out there and knock people over the head and rape them. We just gonna go throw tissue on their houses, grass eggs, and hit them with eggs. You know what I mean? But it's all the same thing, and it's all the same evil. It's all representing the same evil, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all practicing to be evil. It's like, you know, You don't want to you don't want to have no appearance of evil. You know, you don't want to be partakers in that. Go ahead.
Paul said in Thessalonians, abstain from all evil.
Right. Abstain from all evil, man. It's very evil to be sending your kids out there, you know, taking risks. Like you would rather sit at home, count 1,000 pieces of candy. You're going through 1,000 pieces of candy to make sure they don't got poison in it. Right. Instead of just not letting them go get the damn candy.
Right.
You know, it just don't make no sense, man.
Right.
All right. Go over to 4. If you say anything, we'll go to 4 and 27. So it says, no, don't have no fellowship. You know what I'm saying? No fellowship with unfruitful works of darkness. No good fruit is going to come. Nothing good is going to come out of being around people that just want to be evil. Right. Being around women who want to dress like whores. You know how many pedophiles is out there, serial killers that you enticing, going out there like that, how much danger you putting yourself in, being out there half naked. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? How much sending your kids out there. Look what they doing when it ain't Halloween. Look how babies are getting murdered, people getting snatched up. This day is even more hype. It's like it's a green light to do it, kind of like that purge. Like this is the purge. Like you get the purge on whatever evil and whatever sexual deviances you have. This is the day you get to do it. That's the spirit behind this day. You should be wanting to do the opposite of be outside. You should be wanting to be in the house with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. But locking yourself up like they do on the purge. You don't want to be a part of it, you go lock yourself up in the house and don't be a part of it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Spend some time with your family or something. You know what I'm saying? Read that what you got. 4 and 27.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 27. Neither give place to the devil.
Neither do what?
Neither give place to the devil.
Neither give place to the devil. Don't even give no leeway for that. You know what I mean? Don't leave no wiggle room in. You know what I'm saying? That leaves that wiggle room in, man. Your wife, you get to now you know your woman told you she come out with a costume on, she half naked, behind out, vagina out, breast all out, talking about she going to the Halloween party. Now you done let her get a little taste of whoredom. She ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying? Juvenile, so what he say, one of my girls fell in love with that outside. You know what I mean? So like, fall in love with that outside people. You let them get into that, get a little taste of it, man. They over with it. You know, you don't want to have no leeway with that. You let your little daughters go outside and be hoes for the day. You know what I'm saying? It's really disgusting, man, and it's pathetic, and it's weak, and it's very hypocritical, man. But that's what the church is. They nothing but hypocrites. They really don't follow the Bible. They follow after themselves and their own feelings. All right? You should not be celebrating this, man. Like the definition that said, the Lord said we have to reprove that, come up against it. You know why? It's out of love. That's what real love is. Somebody who tells you when you're doing something wrong that can cause harm to you. You know what I'm saying? If you got a bunch of yes men around you that ain't telling you when you're wrong, when you do, that's how you end up, out here bad. End up like old boy from who in the NFL right now, Antonio Brown.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got all them yes men around him. He done messed himself up out of 40, guaranteed almost, $40 million. You know what I'm saying? I think he still got 9, but just imagine, you know what I'm saying? He had 40, but he got friends who want to tell him, yeah, you're right. You shouldn't wear that helmet. You know what I'm saying? Like, do this in the rule book. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you don't want to have people around you that can't be real with you. You know what I'm saying? They're not real friends. That's gonna lead you down a path of destruction. And you need some better people around you. And if you with a person that you can't correct, that you can't give constructive criticism to, then you don't need to be around that person. That person ain't your, you know what I'm saying? That person, you need to not be around them because they're gonna bring you down. All right. Let me see. Go to 1 Corinthians 10 and 21 real quick. 1 Corinthians 10 and 21. You know what I'm saying? This is, you got all these Christians, celebrating Halloween right now. That's who's doing it. Everybody who's celebrating Halloween today or tomorrow, this is day and tomorrow, gonna be at church Sunday. They're gonna be at church on Sunday, thinking they doing something righteous, but really they trying to repent for all the whoredom that they just committed the night before. You probably don't need to be at church on Sunday. You probably need to go be at the clinic. You know what I'm saying? To the damn clinic. You got that scripture? Go ahead, read.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord in the cup of devils.
Look, this is not my words. You know what I'm saying? When you tell your pastor this, what can they say about it? What is your reason for celebrating Halloween in the church? You need to tell your church members that there is no repentance for willful sin. All right, I'm not going to partake in none of this foolishness in this holy place. Right. But you know what? That place is not holy. It's the house of Satan. That's why they would allow such evil and wickedness in that place. All right. Can we read that again?
Okay. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 21. Ye cannot drink of the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
You cannot drink of the cup of the Lord and a cup of devils. That's pretty self-explanatory, right? Like I don't think you need a rocket science or a breakdown or a definition for that. Right. You cannot drink of the cup of the Lord and of the cup of devils. You can't do it. You can't be talking about we in the church and celebrating Halloween. Well, you can in that church, in that Christian church. You absolutely can in that. Because that's how you know it's not of the Lord. Because the Lord just said you can't do that according to the Bible that they say that they follow. All right? So if they is doing that, it's not of the Lord. Okay? You can't have both. You cannot be in the church and celebrate Halloween. It don't work. Or any of these pagan holidays for that matter. But since Halloween is the topic right now, that's what we're talking about. All right? We got our oppressor out here. Like I said, everybody's leaving. You see that story of the little boy? He went to school. The teacher then painted a bullet hole on his head. Oh, God. You see that? That's what our oppressor want to do. White teacher then painted him for the little boy. He told him he's gonna paint him up in a costume. He painted a bullet hole, like the little boy got shot in the head. Painted a bullet hole with blood trickling down and everything, and sent them home. Wow. That's what these oppressors want to do. They want to imagine being able to shoot your babies in the head. They want to imagine, that police officer, he dressed up like a police officer went and harassed them girls at the park. Okay. Little kids at the park. That's what's going on. You're going to see a lot of evil, fake police doing, going to be taking women, acting like they the police, because you can get little sirens on your little car, rent little bubbles, You don't even got to rent a bubble. You can get, unmarked, put a little thing, and they're going to be taking women like they the police and raping them. Right. That's what's going to go on tomorrow. Right. A lot of your women, you're gonna be hearing about stories of these police officers, men and women, that's taking people and raping them all day tomorrow, all tonight. All right, because people gonna be drunk, you're gonna need to be paying attention to this ain't a real police officer. All right, we got to do better, man. We got to do better. Keep going on that.
You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils.
Come on, man. What actual Christian pastor, what Christian we are?
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 21.
Actual Christian pastor, when he in there celebrating Halloween, how can you explain that in the same thing? If he don't say I am a flaming hypocrite, you know what I'm saying? You know he's a lie. The truth ain't in him. You know what I'm saying? The pastor might be dressed up, you know what I'm saying, in there too. Like I said, he's gonna be dressed up like some pimp or something. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody get to, live their sexual deviance. So he's gonna be dressed up like some pimp or some porn star or something in there. You know what I'm saying? He might dress up like the Pope, since they get to molest little boys and stuff. That's his fantasy. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he might dress up as Pastor Wilson.
Right, they're gonna be Pastor. Good night. Just like the Pastor Wilson, you know what I'm saying? TD Jakes, all of them. Right. That's what it is. All the pastors are going to be dressed up like Pastor Wilson tomorrow and going to be able to get away with it because they're going to say it's Halloween. Go ahead.
There's actual costume.
Oh, they made the costume already?
extended his tongue with the fade, everything.
Oh yeah, I tell you, all y'all pastors in that church have to dress up like Pastor Wilson and be doing right. They gonna be doing all type of disgusting gestures towards you, all kind of lusting after y'all wives in that church. But they definitely throwing a Halloween party at the church. All right, it's happening, man. That's disgusting, man. We got any questions on that on YouTube or Facebook? To keep an eye on that. But yeah, man. So you cannot do both. That's thus says the Lord. It ain't my words. I'm just doing what I was supposed to do. I want to try to save somebody from the pain that they're gonna go through tomorrow when one of your kids eats some poison, or eat one of them needles that they done stuck in one of them candy bars, or get knocked over the head with an egg, or you know what I'm saying? Because you know they horrible. They get to dress up, you know what I'm saying? These devils, these oppressors are horrible. They're gonna be riding around with doodle bags, hitting your kids with doodle bags, hitting y'all doodle bags and frozen eggs, you know, doing all type of evil to hurt y'all, man. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a lot of crime, a lot of sadness tomorrow because y'all wanna celebrate this disgusting day, man. Is that it on that? Hold on, let me see, that's 10 and 21. If you read a little more.
Verse 22. Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy?
Right.
Are we stronger than he?
Right. Don't provoke the Most High. But that's what you're doing in that Christian church celebrating Halloween. You know what I'm saying? You got your kids dressing up on, you know, today. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating Halloween, man. And you wonder why horrible things is happening, why things ain't going right for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you. Well, why? Watch tomorrow. All right? Don't provoke the Most High, man. Don't willfully sin. Okay? You don't have to, you know, celebrate these things. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it ain't unlawful to have turkey, but you better believe on Thanksgiving we ain't having no turkey that day. Right. I ain't eating turkey just in the spirit of it. Right. Today I ain't giving them $1 for their turkeys. You know what I'm saying? Because they look how much money they expecting this. This is their cash cow days. Like they gonna make so much money off candy. Like just make a statement. You know what I mean? We ain't eating no candy today. You eat a candy every other day, and today ain't nobody getting candy. You know what I'm saying? Like, no candy at all. You know what I'm saying? That's to kill that whole spirit, man. Talking about I don't want my kid to be lonely and left out. But you want to teach them not to be followers, though. Y'all parents are very hypocritical, man. And you setting your child up to be followers of the trends, and they're gonna follow them. They're gonna follow them friends right into doing dope, selling dope, prostitutes, stripping, all that. Because you don't know how to teach them to have a moral compass, how to stand on what they believe in. Okay. Let's get 1 Peter. 1 Peter's 5 and 8. 1 Peter 5 and 8 real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to do better as a people, as parents, man. You know what I'm saying? What grown man is running around outside with a Thor outfit on or a Prince outfit on right now? Talking about you somebody daddy or somebody husband or something. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man.
You said 5 and 8.
First Peter, you got 5 and 8. Yeah.
1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant.
Hold on, let's be sober. Be what?
Vigilant.
Be vigilant. Look up, give me that word.
Vigilant.
Vigilant. Look, grab that word real quick just so they understand what you're supposed to be doing right now. What this word vigilant means, what the Lord is trying to give you, you know what I'm saying, counsel on to do. He's trying to tell you what you should be doing on days like this, when all this evil is running around. When people get to live out there in their most desires on these days, kind of like the day of the purge. You know what I'm saying? People get to do whatever evil that they've been having in their heart, you know what I'm saying? They get to do it today. All right? Go ahead, read that definition.
Vigilant, carefully noticing problems or signs of danger.
Look, that's what you're supposed to be doing right now. Carefully noticing problems or signs of danger. You know what I mean? Making sure that your kids are not going to get hurt. All right? And you know how you can do that instead of sitting down counting 1,000 pieces of candy? By just not letting them go to strangers' house and get candy. Because you can't tell, like, you know, technology is so much, they can just shoot some stuff up into the candy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You won't know.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Y'all we gotta use common sense. Because we understand that, you know, common sense ain't that common, but you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you teach your kids not to go talk to strangers already.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this morning. The full definition. Alertly watchful, especially to avoid danger.
Right. Avoid the danger. You know, the best way to avoid getting poison candy, the best way to avoid, you know what I'm saying, getting raped outside, you know what I'm saying, on a day like this, staying in the house. You avoid it. Be in the house with your family, relaxing, chilling. Don't I would like to say be in the world but not of the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta be out here, but we don't gotta live, you know, we don't forget that saying when in Rome, do what the Romans do. No, you don't. That's absolutely opposite of what the Lord said.
Right.
He said, don't do what they do at all in these scriptures, man. Keep going on that scripture.
Be sober, be vigilant.
Yeah.
Because your adversary, the devil.
Because who?
Your adversary, the devil.
Your adversary, the devil. For the people who don't know what adversary means, that's your enemy, somebody that's against you.
Right.
Okay? Your adversary, the devil. And if you don't know who the devil is, you know what I'm saying, it's the people who oppress our people every day in these streets. It's the people who brought us over here on slave ships and beat us and hang us and castrated us. It's the people that fed our children and used them as alligator bait. You know what I'm saying? Who raped our men in front of their women and children, called bug breaking. That is your adversary. That is who the devil is.
Right.
That the Bible speaks of, man. Because read that again. Because what?
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion.
As a what?
A roaring lion.
As a roaring lion, man. That's what your adversary is. He's as a roaring lion. Keep going.
Walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
He's doing what?
Seeking.
No, look before that. He's doing what?
Walketh about.
He's doing what?
Walketh about.
He's walking about. He ain't sitting under the devil ain't sitting under the ground with a pitchfork. That ain't what the scripture just said. It said he's walking about. That means this is a man we're talking about. This is a people. He's walking about like a lion. Keep going.
Seeking whom he may devour.
He doing what?
Seeking whom he may devour.
Hey man, that's thus says the Lord, man. I just said that earlier. That's what's going on. People finna be out there dressed up like police officers, dressed up in Michael Myers outfits and Freddy Krueger outfits, seeking who they can devour. Sitting on their front porch with a bucket of candy, seeing which little kid they can pick off, the little straggler. That's what they're gonna be doing. Sitting on their porch with a bucket of candy, seeing who they can snatch up in their house. Because y'all think it's a game. You know how many pedophiles, they got books on how many pedophiles and sexual deviants live on them blocks.
Right.
That's where y'all want to take them to. You want to take them to the white people neighborhood thinking it's safer.
Right.
Or you get, not even thinking it's safer, it's a lot of, because you get the big sneaker balls over there. You know what I'm saying? King size sneaker balls. Or sometimes they give you money instead of candy. That's why you're going over there. But you don't understand, all the freaky Jasons is on that block. All the pedophiles, level 3, 4s, and 5s is on that block. Because they had the lawyer money to get out of the, you know what I mean? To pay the judge, to pay the lawyer, or pay the family off for the kids they molested. And on this day, they get little kids coming up to their house. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, look at what kind of temptation it is. Little naked women running around everywhere, and they got a problem with taking the vagina. But you just dangling in front of them naked in the streets at night, coming to their door. It's like, you know what I'm saying, teasing a person like a crackhead, you know what I'm saying? Then teasing them with crack, coming standing on their front porch with a crack pipe smoking. Just asking, you know, he's gonna ask you, can he hit it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's what's going on, man. And these people are out here seeking who they may devour. Read that again.
On come. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion,
Keep going.
walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Right. You know how that lion is, you know, they pouncing on things, creeping, you know what I'm saying? Just lurking, man. Seeking who they may devour, man. And on this day, they don't even gotta hide in their mask. You're gonna walk right up on their front porch. You're gonna send your child right to their door. They just gotta sit on their front porch. And they're gonna pick off one of them little kids running through the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even gotta go to the strip club no more. All they gotta do is walk around outside, because all the hoes is out there naked.
Right.
Your Christian woman, you know what I'm saying, who a Christian every day of the year. Today she dressed up like the biggest hoe on the planet. Talk about it's just for Halloween. Like, no, this is in you. Because you just want to let it out today.
Right.
Your man throwing on a dress today, he is a homosexual. So like, homo, flaming. And he just want to let it out. Okay? But that's what we doing as a people. But they people, you know what they doing? They got their KKK uniform ready. You know what I'm saying? They got it ready. They out there ready to cause some harm to the Lord's people, man.
Right.
Because Donald Trump got them fired up. You know what I'm saying? Got them real fired up right now. All right? So like I said, this is all out of love. You know what I'm saying? I'm really gonna read these scriptures to you because it's obvious that your pastors don't do it. You know what I'm saying? They don't do it. All right. Is that it on that? Keep going, read a little bit more.
Verse 9. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same affliction are accomplished in the brethren that are in the world.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what's gonna happen to them brothers in the world. You know, if you really about this truth, you really about serving the Most High, you know, let your kids know they're gonna be mad and upset. But you know what? You keep them in the house. You let them know. You know what I'm saying? That you saving their life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You let them know what this day is about, and what dangers await out there for them to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Going to strangers' houses and and things like that, and that the oppressor is out there freely now. But he ain't, like I said, their KKK uniform is just a police outfit. So they're going to be out there in them police uniforms, taking and raping our women and children and doing all manner of evil to them. Okay? So be careful. All right, grab, let's see, boom, boom. Go to Leviticus. Go to Leviticus 19 real quick. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to be doing none of it, man. We all know that this Halloween is about witchcraft, sorcery, evil. You know what I'm saying? So many of them people who, worship Baal and Satan worshipers is, doing so many rituals, trying to get a kid to sacrifice. That stuff is real, man. And it's real because the Lord speaks about it in the scriptures. Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel.
Do what?
Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel.
Now, I think you had a different one. What you want?
Said Leviticus 19.
31.
Verse 1.
You can read that part and then drop down to 31 if you want. Go ahead. That's right. We probably should have did that.
Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say unto them, Ye shall be holy.
Right.
For
you shall be holy. That word holy means to be set apart. You should be separate. All right, special. Not following the trend and acting like everybody else. Keep going.
For I, the Lord your God, am holy.
For I, the Lord your God, am holy. Now you can drop down to drop down to 31.
Verse 31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits.
Do what?
Regard not them that have familiar spirits.
Regard not them that have familiar spirits. You know what I'm saying? That's those evil spirits. People, you know what I'm saying? That's all through the scriptures. They call those, evil spirits familiar spirits. Okay? The demon had them demons on. Don't regard them. Stay away from them. All right? Keep going.
Neither seek after wizards.
Neither seek after wizards. So the wizardry and witchcraft, that's that potion. We all seen the movie, whenever you saw a witch, they standing over the stove, mixing the potion, putting, the chicken blood and the goat's blood and all type of madness to make some kind of potion. You know what I'm saying? That goes along with drug dealing, because that's what that is. Sitting around cooking up dope, cooking up drugs. That's witchcraft and wizardry. Go ahead.
That's a spell.
Right. Do you see them brothers off, and sisters off that dope and that heroin, man? They look like what they is. Like they got a demon on them. Soon as they do it, they be cool. You see them hit that, they done turn into some type of whole other person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They do them drugs. Because they done got a spell put on them, you know what I'm saying, with that potion that was cooked up in that kitchen. You know what I'm saying? So if you into drug dealing and drug making and all of that, and drug using, that's all witchcraft and wizardry and all of that stuff, man. Keep going.
Neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God.
Right. So we ain't supposed to be doing all that witchcraft. Don't be around all of that, man. Because that's who, that's what the spirit of this Halloween is all about. Witchcraft, witchery, evil, and demons, and all of that, man. Let all your demons free. Let it just be. Let it out. All right, you don't want to have no parts in that, man. All right. Let's go to Proverbs 22. Proverbs 22 and 6. All right. What we supposed to be doing is what the Lord says. You know what I'm saying? Teach your kids properly. Like I said, if you teaching your kids not to be left out, so you giving them candy, you saying, okay, I'm gonna go get our own candy, and we're gonna be in the house, and we're gonna wear costumes in the house and have our own candy. You know what I'm saying? You teaching them to cut corners. You know what I'm saying? That's just like parents who will tell their kid, when you smoking a cigarette or something in front of your kid, and you say, you better not never do this. And the kid tell you, well, why you do it? And you say, because I'm grown. What do you think you just taught that child?
Right.
What did you just teach that child?
When he get grown, he can do it.
When he get grown, he can do it. That's when you can do it. Instead of not teaching them at all, not doing it in front of them, period. How about that? How about them not even knowing that you do it? Because you their hero. You the kid's hero, and they will look up to you, they want to be just like you. So if you smoking in front of them, of course they're going to want to do it. Okay? So how about even if you are battling that demon with smoking, never do it in front of the kids. Never let them see you do it. You know what I'm saying? Let them be, let them stay out of grown folks' business, as our parents used to say. Let them be children. Let them have their lungs. Don't be sitting in the car smoking with them and all that. Let them have a chance of, the best chance that they can get at life. All right? Same thing with this Halloween, man. Don't teach it to them. Don't teach them, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we shouldn't be celebrating this because all this bad stuff going on, so we're just going to make it our own thing. Like, no, let's just stay away from it altogether.
Right.
Don't try to spray perfume on doodle. It's allowed to try to keep lamps clean, you know what I mean? Don't try to spray, perfume on doodle, man. Defecation. Don't try to do it. Don't try to pretty it up. You know, let it be what it is. Evil. It's not, that you don't want to even, you know what I'm saying, entertain that. Like the scripture says, you don't want to leave no place for it. You don't want to leave no place for the devil, for the demons to come in, man.
Right.
You keep, like the general said, in my house we will serve the Lord. Okay? Don't let them do it. Ain't no wrong, like I said, on any other day, ain't no wrong with throwing an 80s party or some type of, theme party or something. We ain't saying that. But on this day, during this bit, we ain't doing like I just said about the turkey. Ain't no wrong. Eating turkey is not unlawful. But you better believe we ain't eating on Thanksgiving.
Right.
Because it's just to stay away from the whole spirit of what they've done to it. Okay? That's what this thing is all about, man. You got to maintain a standard. You got to have like a level and a standard that you want to say, hey, this is my standard. I'm going to serve the Lord. I'm not going to have no appearance of evil. I ain't going to be partakers in this thing. I ain't going to need the little place, not no little place for misinterpretation. Let your kids know. And this ain't my words. We're going to let the Lord talk about it. Let's get it.
26.
Yeah, 26 and 6. So like,
Proverbs chapter 26, verse 6. He that sends a message.
No, I mean 22, verse 6. So like,
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
Read that again.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Train up your child in the way that they should go, man. Okay? Because if you ain't training up your child in the way that they should go, somebody else is going to train them up in the way that they should go. All right? Your child should be able to go and be around other people and your children who come from different walks of life at the schools if they're going to be around them and say, no, well, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? No, you ain't finna, you don't get to touch me. You know, that's not okay. You don't get to touch me there. Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell your kid, don't tell nobody that we doing this. You know what I mean? No, your kid is telling. No, this person touched me inappropriately. These people were saying this and doing this because you are training them up on what's evil and what's good, what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't teach them that, you know what I'm saying, you can make something evil and crooked straight. All right? Paganism and all that's evil. The Lord don't want us to do, have no parts in it, so we have no parts in it, period.
Right.
And that's just that. All right? Read that again.
Come. Proverbs 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
Train up your child in the way that they should go. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have no choices back in the day if we wanted to be Christian or not. You know what I'm saying? You was forced to go to church. You was forced. Parents is too soft these days. You know what I'm saying? You getting to let your kid pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? What they want to serve, you know, what God they want to serve, what they want to eat. You know what I'm saying? What they, you know, how they get the dress, you know, everything, man. They get all these choices. No, you got to train up that child into what's right and what's wrong. And the way you train them is by not being a hypocrite. You got to lead by the example. Okay? That's what it's about as parents. We got to show, you know what I'm saying, well, you know, we got to, you know, practice the things that we talk about, practice the things that we preach and teach our children, okay? Because we are their first teachers. We are the people who they look up to. Keep going.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Read that again.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Right, we all know about how, you know, when they say that, you know, the first 5 years of a kid's life is like a sponge. They just soaking up everything. And all they see is that touch, taste, feel, sound. You know, this happened when I do this, this happens. You know, if you train them up from the beginning, like, no, we don't do this. They ain't gonna be looking forward to Christmas. We don't do Christmas. We don't do Halloween. We don't do things they ain't gonna be looking for. You know what I'm saying? They gonna already tell, we don't do that, man. That's whack, man. Like, y'all wait all year to get a present. I get stuff every day almost. Because I do what my parents tell me to do, so I always get stuff. They ain't tripping about, you know what I'm saying? You do your kids, you train up your kids in the way that they should go, and they won't depart from it, man. You instill values and customs and culture into them children. You ain't got to worry about them running up to a strange asking for candy.
Right.
But teaching your child that some big white man is gonna come down the chimney to a present for him, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is some big white man is gonna hop out of a vehicle in the front of your house with a toy and a gift, and he's gonna go and get in the car. You know, and somebody gonna say, hey, I got some candy over here. You guys want some candy? Come with me. That's what you taught them on Halloween. You taught them that on Halloween. You taught them that on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? You are responsible, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of these abductions and things that happen to our children. So we will take our time out of our lives to be with our family, to teach our people, you know, to train them up. The Lord said we got to be like a child again. You know, got to be retaught. If you want to change your life, you got to be made brand new. All the ways you thought you know what I'm saying, you knew, you got to empty it all out and become brand new. You got to learn what to eat again, how to dress again, how to talk again. Everything has got to be brand new, man. Just like a child. That's what it really means to be born again. Not to keep doing, you know what I'm saying, do everything you've been doing all week, and on Sunday come in and say you're sorry, go bust down and sell all the dope again. Sunday, you come and say sorry. That's not repentant. That's not being born again. That's being a hypocrite. All right? That's what that is. But that's what your pastor teaching you in that house of Satan. There's no accountability. That's why people don't want to be amongst us in this truth, because there's accountability, somebody to hold you to a high standard. That's really what a lot of this division in Israel is about. Why people don't want to come into the truth and do what the Lord says and join together, because you get to do what you want to do in your own house. You know, when nobody's gonna say nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? When you getting high, because you ain't got nobody around you that can tell that you getting high. You ain't got nobody around that can see in your spirit what's that you battling demons. You ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? Like the captain said the other day, like you ain't got a Commanding General YAHANNA, General Muhammad, people who love and care about you, who gonna check in on you, who you can call at any times of the night if you're going through something, who gonna ride down on you and make sure you got what you need, who ain't gonna tempt you with evil. You don't have that. All right? The accountability is, you know what I'm saying, somebody to hold you accountable and hold you to a standard is what a lot of our people need. But you know what I'm saying, you want to keep, be secret and keep them secret evils going on. Is that it on that, right? So go to Deuteronomy. I'll go to Deuteronomy 18 and 9. You know what I'm saying? So not only, like I said, train up the kids. You know what I'm saying? You saying, you just getting the candy and doing all that. The Lord said we ain't supposed to do it, not even for the kids, man. Because that's what a lot of people like to say when it comes to these holidays. I'm just doing it for the kids and all of that. It's evil to do that. Doing it for no kids, you're doing it for yourself at the end of the day anyway. Did I say
Deuteronomy 18.
Deuteronomy 18 and 9.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 9. When thou art to come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abomination of those nations.
Look, like I said, that's the complete opposite of when in Rome, do what the Romans do.
Right.
That ain't what the Lord said. Your Christian pastor ain't telling you that, man. What the Lord say, man?
Thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations.
Don't do after the abomination of the nations, man. This nation celebrates, Halloween and Christmas and all of that. The Lord says, don't do after those abominations. Don't do it. Let me see, I'm trying to get there with you. Okay. Yeah, don't do after those nations, man. Don't celebrate that. Don't practice their customs. Because in this nation, what do they tell you? They tell you it's okay for a man to marry a man. You gonna do that too? But a lot of y'all say, yeah, my kid wants to marry a man, my son wants to marry a man. I'm just gonna do it because America says it's okay. But we ain't supposed to be doing that, man. Y'all pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? What's okay and what's not. When the Lord said it's all not okay. These nations don't know how to serve the Most High. They don't follow our customs and traditions, so we ain't supposed to be following after them. All right? We have to get back to our culture and customs and doing what the Most High says so we can get up out of this hell. Y'all been celebrating Halloween, You know, for all these generations, over 400, you know, all these generations and generations, we've been doing this, and it ain't helping our people to get out of this hell. We still oppressed. We still at the bottom. All of this. Right. So we gotta try something different, man. How about trying to do what the Lord said we should do? Just give it a try and see if things don't get better in your life. You know what I'm saying? Try cutting out the pork and the shrimp and the crab and the lobster and see maybe your high blood pressure go down. You know what I'm saying? See, maybe you actually don't have diabetes, that you're eating a nasty pig, because the Lord said you shouldn't even touch his dead body. He said it's an abomination to touch a pig. Maybe that's why you got high blood pressure and diabetes and all the heart disease, because you're eating an animal that literally eats maggots and dead and old food and mold and anything you put in there. You put a dead pig in that pig slop, it's gonna eat it. And then you go and slap your nasty lips on a piece of bacon or something and wonder why you have, you know what I'm saying, whatever disease you have. Right. Go ahead.
Take my foot cut off, amputated leg.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Worms.
Yeah, worms and you know, you 30 years old, you know what I'm saying, you know, about to pass out from, you know, high blood pressure. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. It's right here. It's right here. The Lord didn't, you know what I'm saying, died for you to continue to be the person you always been your whole life. Right. That defeats the purpose. For you Christians that talking about, yeah, we under grace, we under grace. Everybody knows what a grace period is. A grace period ain't to keep running up the damn car when the bank say you have a grace period to pay this bill. No, you don't get to keep running the bill up. If you don't pay the bill, it's going to get cut off. A grace period is a grace period of time to get it together. That's what that's about. Not a grace period, not a grace period to continue to be a homosexual or a lesbian or a drug dealer or a murderer or whatever evil or sexual deviance you have. It's a time for you to get it together, man. All right? Let's try something different as a people and see if we don't have a different result. Let's try it. Is that it on that? No, keep going. Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
Verse 10, there shall not be found among you anyone that marketh his son or that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire.
To pass through the fire. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be making your son and daughter do these things. You shouldn't make your son and daughter go through something that's going through the fire, making your son and daughter do something that's against the Most High. Right. All right? Because we know that the wages of sin is death. And you're training your child up in that way. If you're teaching your child that, you're training them up to send them through the fire, to send them through the hell and the torment that comes along with sinning against the Most High. If you want a different life for your child, you want a different future for your child, you have to train them up and raise them up different than you have been raised up in every way, not just financially. People think, oh, I'm trying to create a better life for my child monetarily, like that's the only thing that matters. They're going to be just like you, wicked like you, but just doing it with money. It's going to be even worse because they got money. Money only makes who you are even more. You know what I'm saying? Even more worse. So what you have to do is train them up in a way that you wasn't trained up. You got to give them a mindset that you didn't have coming up, which was your culture, which was your identity, which was, you know, your laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what none of us had coming up. We didn't know who we were. You know what I'm saying? We was looking for somebody to mimic and raise ourselves up after. You couldn't tell me I wasn't the male role model I had coming up. I was Bill Bellamy. From How to Be a Player, I thought he was the coolest man I ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because all the other men, I'm like, okay, he's a pimp. You know, I don't think I want to be a pimp. You know what I'm saying? They let other men have sex with their girlfriends. I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, a drug dealer, I sold a little bit of weed. I'm like, but, you know, I smoke weed, so I thought that was okay. But I'm like, I can't sell no crack. I don't even want to, I wouldn't even do that for free. Like, I'm not for this, I just, you know, I wouldn't do crack for free. So it's like, I'm not going to sell somebody something I wouldn't do myself. You know, that was my mindset about it. But, you know what I mean? But we look for these, you know what I'm saying, role models. We look, you know, You know, J. Cole said in the song, he's like, Uncle Phil was the only dad he ever knew. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Phil was the father figure he looked up to. A lot of brothers looked up to Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? That family. That's what we did. You know what I'm saying? We have, man, you know, we really got to teach our children, man. You know what I'm saying? To not make our children go through the fight. Is what I'm trying to say. All right. You gotta be trained up there. You gotta give them. You gotta be their hero. You gotta be that example to them. Like we use Christ. You know what I'm saying? Christ was the example for us. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. The Christians try to make it like Christ was some angel. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you can't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. When the scriptures say Christ, it behooves him to be made like his brother. So he could show us that you can be a man and keep these laws. And the laws is not grievous. You can be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Perfect, you know what I'm saying, is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Perfect ain't talking about never making a mistake. Being perfect is talking about keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. There's not one law in this Bible that you can't keep. You can keep them all. You don't have to be a liar. You don't have to steal. You don't have to cheat. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have sex with brothers' wives. You know what I'm saying? Like, these things ain't rocket science. These things ain't horrible to do or too hard to do. It just takes a little willpower. Go ahead.
You know, I Christ mom, Matthew 5:48, he said, be therefore perfect as your Father is in heaven.
Right, be there for perfect. The Lord gave us a commandment to be perfect. All right? So that's what we got to do, man. We got to train up our children. Keep going on that.
Or that uses divination.
They use what?
Divination.
Uses divination.
Divination.
Divination. Divination is like, kind of like conjuring up, like evil spirits and stuff like that. Like, people. Go ahead.
So like it's often synonymous to necromancer.
Yeah.
Or necromancy, which is speaking to the dead.
Right. Conjuring up evil spirits. Acting like what's that called? Them psychics who act like they speaking to the dead and spirit. All of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to. All of that stuff is evil, man. You don't want to be dealing with people and dealing with psychics and and witchcraft and all of that. You don't want to deal with that kind of stuff. Fortune tellers and all that good nonsense. Keep going.
Or an observer of time.
And just to go back to the other point about, we gotta, be that role model, be that person before our kids. We have them role models in I.S.U.P.K. That's why I thank the Most High for commanding General YAHANNA and General man like General Hyman. You know what I'm saying? And captains like Captain Tazariak and Captain, all the Captain Mashak and everybody, all the brothers, Captain Malquada, you know what I'm saying? Because you get to have an example of, brothers who was in the streets, got up out the streets and was able to live righteous and be real and can still be men, but be men of the Lord. Because the church think you got to make you feel like you got to be some homosexual to serve the Most High. Right. Like you got to be sweet, moist, and tender to serve the Lord. But that's not what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You can still be a man and be hardcore and still be a man of the Lord. Right. The scriptures say that the Lord is a man of war. He requires a soldier, man. Yeah, right. All right?
It's like a man.
All right, keep going on that.
Or an observer of time.
Right, so that's why we're talking about trying to tell fortune teller. But the observer of time is more like the people who worship the stars and the zodiacs and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you was born at this time, so that means this, and this is gonna happen. This time means this will happen. And all that. You don't want to be into people that worship that kind of stuff. All right, keep going.
Or an enchanter.
Or an enchanter. So that's the same thing. The people who the potions and the spells and all of that kind of stuff, into all that kind of witchcraft. That's another synonym with witchcraft and all of that. Keep going.
Or a witch.
Yeah, but witch, keep going.
Verse 11. Or a charmer.
Or a charmer. You know what I'm saying? Charmer is interesting because, you go to Vegas, that's all you see up and down in the strips. It's charmers. They trying to entice you to have sex with them. It's not like they want, in school here, we understand that sex is marriage.
Right.
But then the women who, do strippers and, whoremongers, because man can be it too. They can be just as thirsty as setting, what they call them, thirst traps. You know what I'm saying? Them charmers as women. Either you got male prostitutes just like you got women prostitutes. They call it, in the scriptures call them whores and whoremongers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, that's what those charmers is. People who just try to entice you to do whatever. You can look it up and grab it real quick, a charmer. Then we're gonna get the exact definition. But y'all got, hey, look, everybody got the Google machines, as gentlemen call them. Go on and look them up and got all the knowledge. Use that smartphone to do something smart for a change and look up words and study something. All right, let's read the definition.
Charm, a quality that causes someone or something to be very likable and attractive.
No, get a charmer.
Yeah, I put it in here, but it says charm.
No, it says charmer. I looked at it. Yeah. Yeah, but charmer though, yeah. So you got it.
Yeah,
go ahead.
A person with an attractive and engaging personality, typically one who uses this to impress or manipulate others.
Right. Like I said, that's what, so you can use it to impress or manipulate. Like you don't want to be that person to try to use that to manipulate people. Like I said, you want to use your gifts as a tool to serve the Most High. If the Lord gave you a gift to entice people and things like that, use it to make them want to come and serve the Lord, not to take advantage of them. You see what I'm saying? Get their money, get their treasures. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Fish.
Right, use it to fish. Use your gifts to serve the Lord. You know what I mean? You be seeing them little mean brothers, be all up in church with a suit and tie on, just trying to get some vagina, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, up in here, you're gonna be put to the test. And you ain't gonna make it to get one of our princesses up in here. You know what I'm saying? But we got some of the baddest women on the planet anyway, so you ain't worried. You know what I'm saying? To get some of these amazing sisters we got up here in I.S.U.P.K, man. But keep going.
Or a consultant with familiar spirits.
Or what?
Or a consultant with familiar spirits.
Right, that's what we were just talking about. You don't want the people who worship in, conjuring up, them psychics and all that stuff. They communicate with the dead. Right, all the people who say they communicate with the dead, that the Lord don't want you dealing with that stuff, okay? Your Christian pastor probably ain't let you know that, but we're going to let you know the truth in here. Keep going.
Or a wizard.
Uh-huh.
Or a necromancer.
That's what the brother was just saying, the necromancer. People who try to conjure up the dead and speak with the dead to try to learn things about the future and all of that. All right, keep going.
Verse 12. For all that do these things are an abomination.
Read that again.
For all that do these things are an abomination.
That thus says the Lord. Man. These ain't my words. I'm just reading the scriptures and letting you know what it says because, your pastor ain't going to let you do it because he don't want you to stop coming to church. A lot of pastors, when we talk to pastors about this, like they always say, if the people knew the truth, they wouldn't come to church. They wouldn't want to follow it because it ain't going to sit right in their heart. Because brothers be mad when you tell them they can't be hoes. Sisters be mad when you tell them you got to cover up, you can't dress like a prostitute. Sorry. If I stand some of you sisters, how you go out normally, if you stand you right next to a prostitute, and I told a brother, which one of these sisters is a prostitute? You probably won't be able to tell the difference. You probably wouldn't know. Literally, like that's how sisters dressing these days. Because of, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and who the new girl, the Stallion girl now. Everybody want to be, and Rihanna and all of them. And Beyonce, don't let me forget about her because she perpetuates that Horus dressing as well. I'm saying women think that's what they have to offer. You know what I'm saying? So they don't try to do nothing else. Keep going.
For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord. And because of these abominations, the Lord thy God then drove them out from before thee.
Right. The Lord gonna get them people up out of here. And you don't want to be, fellowshipping with them. You don't want to be, yoked with them because you don't want to get swept up when the Lord sweep them up.
Right.
And like I said, anyway, the birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? If you're not no homosexual man, you ain't gonna be hanging out with a group of homosexual men unless you really are a homosexual man. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? You and your spirit ain't gonna be comfortable around them. You know what I'm saying? Your girl, you got a wife and she hang out with her friends and they all hoes. Your wife, like I said, if you got a wife that's been hanging out with hoes all year and today she wants to dress like a hoe, it's because she is a hoe and she's doing bras right with her friends that's hoes. But she just happened to have a good man at home, so she trying not to get it messed up. You know what I'm saying? But she doesn't believe she busting down with all her friends because they want her to bust down. They ain't got no man. They want her to be right along with them, single and busting down. You know, right? And like I said, and I'm sure, like, mark my words, you got you one of them Christian women that's usually conservative all year round. Is she not today? I'm telling you what time it is, brother. Believe me, if you can believe it, if you don't. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Somebody else high five.
Right. Somebody, is very familiar. She's very familiar to somebody. Right. I'm just saying, man. That's just what it is, man. It's just the way. That's just the way it is, and it's not me. My word is the Lord said. You should want to be fellowshipping with them. You should be wanting to be around them, folks. All right. Let's go to. Let me grab that other scripture real quick. We're gonna get the last couple ones, then we'll be done. Let me see. Grab that's what I was just saying. Grab two. Says two. 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians. Go to 6 and 14. Real quick. Oh no. My bad. We gotta go to Isaiah first. Isaiah 5 and 20 first. Before that. Isaiah 5 and 20 first, and then we can go back there. Let's grab that. Because you know what I'm saying, like it just kind of lets you know that, like I said, this ain't my words. When I say your woman should be hanging around with girls that's hoes and things like that. So with these two scriptures, we're gonna get your brothers, you know what I'm saying, you should be hanging out on a corner, like a corner boy with the brothers that selling dope. You know what I'm saying? If you catch yourself, you don't sell dope, and you know what I'm saying, and you ain't out like that, ain't partaking in what they doing on them corners, and brothers, they get shot at and all of that. You gotta analyze and think about why you over there. It's probably because you have a self-destructive personality, and you really depressed and sad, and you want to die, but you just don't have the guts to do it yourself. So you just hoping that maybe a straight bullet to hit me. I'm gonna hang out with these guys. A straight bullet to hit me and take me up out of here. Okay, or maybe one of these dudes will plant some drugs on the police to think it's mine, because they all snitches. They ain't gonna, they ain't gonna go to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you running up in brothers' wives' houses, laying up with brothers' women. Maybe you want to die, catch AIDS, or have a brother blow your brains out for sleeping with his wife. You got to really pay attention to the things that you're doing that can be a life or death situation for you, by the choices that you make. All right. Right. So Isaiah 5 and what I say? 5 and 20. Let's get it.
So go Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good.
Read that again.
Woe unto them that call evil good.
Woe unto them that call evil good. Woe, that old English word, old Quaker word that means destruction. Destruction unto them that call evil good. Right? Keep going.
And good evil.
And good evil. You know what I'm saying? People that woe unto them that say you can celebrate Halloween in the church. That's calling evil good and good evil, right? That's what it sounds like. Yeah. To me, if the Lord just said, that's an abomination to be around people that do these type of things. And Halloween is all about all those things: witchcraft, the necromancy, the enchanting, the evil, the darkness, everything. So woe unto them that call good evil and evil good. Keep going.
That put darkness for light.
That put darkness for light. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make light of this evil that's going on here. And we're gonna change it into something good. We're gonna make Halloween something good. We're gonna do it in the house. We're gonna do it in the church. Everybody gonna dress up like the apostles in the Bible. What you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? We all gonna dress up like what they call superhero day. Everybody gonna dress up like superheroes. It's all evil. We ain't gonna call it Halloween, we're gonna call it Harvest Day. Keep going.
And light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet.
That put bitter for sweet. Keep going.
And sweet for bitter.
Right. This thing ain't nothing sweet about this, man. This thing is bitter, it's evil, and you're gonna feel it in the morning. When it's all over and the smoke clears, there's gonna be a lot of hurt feelings. There's gonna be a lot of death. There's gonna be a lot of shame because of all the rape, rob, and murder that's happening. There's gonna be a lot of rape, rob, and murder. Okay? A lot of people's children are gonna get taken and get poisoned. All this is gonna happen. All right? All right, now you can go to 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. 2 Corinthians, get that with you real quick. You know what I'm saying? 6 and 14. All
right. 2 Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not equally yoked together with unbelievers.
That's what I'm saying. No woman, you know what I'm saying, is hanging out with hoes. It's because she's not an unbeliever in whoredom. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? If she really believes that whoredom is wrong and she ain't about that life, she wouldn't. Like I said, I'm against homosexuality. I'm not gonna be hanging out with no gay dudes.
Right.
I ain't gonna be doing it. You know what I'm saying? My spirit ain't gonna be able to be around them. You know what I'm saying? I don't do drugs and sell drugs. I can't be around drug dealers and ride around the drugs while they selling. I'm out here trying to, get my people off drugs. I'm riding around with the person who I'm combating right now. He's selling drugs every second, and I'm in the car with him. Hey, you shouldn't be doing them drugs he's selling right now. Every second, you shouldn't be doing that, but like, come on, man. We ain't gonna be able to be around each other because it's gonna cause resentment. You know what I'm saying? People gonna look at me like I'm a drug dealer. That's how I watch it. Look, why would you want to hang out with more people who think you are one of the hoes too? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like the one, like niggas in the strip club can tell, oh yeah, that stripper right there, she look like she only doing this for college. That one right there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, she only doing this to pay for college. She ain't really no hoe. Come on, man. Don't be ridiculous. All right, keep going.
For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness?
Like, what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, man? Right. Halloween in the church. You know what I'm saying? Superhero day. Like, nah, we ain't gonna do that this week. We'll wait till next year. You know what I'm saying? We'll wait till this old spirit is gone. You know what I mean? We have a little, little party or something, a little get together. But not at this time when all these spirits is conjuring up and people doing all this evil worship. Keep on.
And what communion have light with darkness? Verse 15.
Right. What communion have light with darkness? When the light comes on, the darkness goes away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. Like, it's in a dark room, you turn on the light, it's not dark anymore. You can see everything. You know, so that's why they like to have them clubs like so dark and dim. So you can't see the man, all the evil going on in there. You know what I'm saying? Things look different under that light. You don't even be the same women. They come up out there like, oh my God. You are not who I was talking to all night. That was not you. What the hell happened to the person that I was just talking to? This is witchcraft. That damn witchcraft going on right here. You're gonna turn into a whole dude. Like that's the Aki. That's the Aki. So he thought you was talking to the sister, the homie. Man, I'm telling you, man. That's why it ain't a coincidence they keep it darkness, because you know, in that light you might make a better decision. All right. So logic, keep going.
Verse 15. And what concord hath Christ with Baal? Or what path? Or what part hath he that believeth in the infidel?
Right. Yeah, you know, keep going. Infidel, grab infidel real quick. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed like you said, what Christ and Baal. I said, yo, you ain't supposed to be hanging out with these people. How can you really hang out with a person that's doing that when that's something you totally against? If your woman was totally against whoredom, she would not be hanging out with the hoes, brother. So what is that? What is the Lord trying to tell you right now? You know what I mean? Your woman might just be a hoe. Just saying. It's the Lord. Thus says the Lord. The woman might be a hoe. Thus says the Lord. Your man hanging out with homosexuals, he might be a homosexual. That ain't my word. This is the Lord's word. All right. Keep going.
Verse 16. And what agreement had the temple of God with idols?
You grab before you keep going. Grab infidel real quick.
Infidel, a person who does not believe in a religion that someone regards as the true religion.
Right. How can you be with them brothers who ain't in the truth?
I like this one better.
Go ahead.
A disbeliever in something specified or understood.
Right. They know what's up. You know, the people know what the Bible says. They just choose not to follow it.
Right.
The people know what the difference between right and wrong. They know we're not telling them nothing wrong. If you're supposed to have if man and man were supposed to be together, they would be able to reproduce. Okay? That's just what it is. Like, God did not create homosexuality. That's just like saying God created the doggy style. You know what I'm saying? No, that was a man did that. Nobody cares about your sexual deviancy. You want to be out there, you know what I'm saying, telling everybody, hey, I like sleeping with men. That's just like a straight person going out there talking about, hey, I like doggy style. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I like missionary. You know, like nobody cares about what you're doing in your bedroom, brother. Why do you think we need to know that? We are Korean, we're here. Like I'm not out here. That's it's weird. Keep going.
Okay, verse 16. And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols?
Mm-hmm.
For ye are the temple of the living God.
Mm-hmm.
As God has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people.
Right. The Lord is in us. We are the temple of the Lord, man. So we are the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is within us. So we can create the kingdom of heaven if we stay away from all this evil and stop conforming and fold into to Satan, into peer pressure. All right? But that's what this is peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? They're getting you to serve their God. They're stronger in their wickedness than you are in your righteousness.
Right.
If you out there knowing you ain't supposed to be celebrating Halloween, your wicked friends are more stronger in their wickedness than you are in your righteousness. You're weak. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 17. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate.
And be what?
Be ye separate, said the Lord.
Thus saith the Lord. Keep going.
And touch not the unclean thing. and I will receive you.
This Halloween is an unclean thing, and don't touch it. You shouldn't even touch it, man. You should not even touch it. All right. All right. We'll close, finish it right there, man. The Lord gonna receive it. So with that, man, I'm gonna say, man, you know what I'm saying? Be careful. Stand strong, man. Don't let your kids, don't be out there and all this madness, man. Get into these classes, get into this truth. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to everything I.S.U.P.K Minneapolis. You know what I'm saying? On Facebook, YouTube, everything, man. All right? With that, I'm going to say shalom. YAHANNA, YAHANNA, thoughts to all the brothers. Shalom, YAHANNA, Shamar, YAHANNA, shout out all the sisters, man. I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer McConnell.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out at 1 West, 125th Street.
Oh, time. Shalom, Israel. We out.